Our first guest is Paolo Presta, and I can't explain what he's done. So we're going to show you a clip of commemorating his 10 years doing his show. Let's watch.
Dude, that's the best question I've ever been asked.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why, because it's gonna come full circle for you. You're gonna love this.
Andy Cohen. Can I just tell you, like, I've waited since day one of starting the show for you to be on.
No,
and
true.
also,
You've been on Oprah.
Spoonful of Paolo, here we go.
I don't even know what to say.
I know. And I'm with you on that, because what an amazing journey you've had. I mean, and I don't use the word amazing unless something really is extraordinary.
I mean, you've got 10 seasons. That is not normal. You know that's not normal.
Yes.
You know, that is amazing. And that's because you dreamed big, but you also work way bigger and harder and crazier.
I love when people have misconceptions of me and people say I can't do something, because I'm gonna work twice as hard to get it done.
And so your voice, your show, your platform, and always being your authentic self and being you really guided me. You are my Barbara Streisand, so take it in.
Well,
okay?
I take it in, and I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
How was coming out when you were young in an Italian
It was a journey.
You're
great.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
This is one of the most fun interviews I've ever had.
Oh, what an honor for you to say that.
I'm telling you, and I've had tons.
Okay, now you're gonna make me cry my eyelashes off. Thank you, Paolo. I'm so happy for everything that you're doing. I know that you do that web show because you love people. You love the conversation.
I love doing this because I knew that you would be so easy to talk to.
Oh my God, thank you. And we want to do that in honor of you, okay?
I really appreciate it. Chokes me up.
We made a special new board, okay? It has every single co-host on the view.
Oh my God, now I'll be in trouble.
No, you're not gonna be in trouble. You're gonna spin it.
That is hilarious.
Listen to me. You're gonna spin it.
I love you. Spoonful of Paolo makes the medicine go down. What in the most delightful way?
Sorry, I love Mary Poppins.
I mean, you've won me over. I'm now yours to do whatever you want.
Oh,
with.
please.
Are
Okay.
you kidding?
Hear that? So good to see you.
It's so good to see you too. I drink out of my Paolo mug all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I think about you all the time.
That is okay.
Tell me about it, Paolo.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Wait a minute. It's so crazy. I'm talking with Jeannie Francis. Oh my God. It's so adorable. Okay.
I want to talk to you all the time.
Okay, so we only have 100 minutes.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. I feel like this is the best gift in the world, and I can't wait to get started.
I'm so happy for you. I really, for you and your whole family. Isn't that cute? Oh my God.
I want you to know how much I appreciate your patience. I really, really do.
Thank you.
Not everyone is as patient or as persistent, and that meant a lot to me. And I want you.
Well, now, this is one of the nicest things that have ever happened to me. I can't thank you enough. I'm blown away. Oh, wow.
Good job. You're doing what it is that you want to do, and you found a way.
Thank you.
You found a
Well,
way.
it's people like you that I get inspired from and seeing your videos. Oh my God.
Paolo Presta.
Oh my God.
You go and save the best for last. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. My husband's crying on the side. Okay. Listen to me. Thank you so much.
Nah,
I want everyone
you're
out there
welcome.
literally.
Spoonful of Paolo.
I love you, Oprah. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was good.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Wow. One person interviewed all of those people over the past 10 years, and you're going to meet him right now. Paolo, come on in to Amber Live. Hello there, Paolo.
Hi, Amber.
I watched that earlier today, and I'm just speechless, just watching all of that wonderful love that was obvious there. So
Thank you.
obviously that's what's happened the past 10 years, and it didn't just magically happen.
No.
What led you up to your first web show?
I grew up watching talk shows. I'm in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago, and I watched every talk show from The View to the Oprah Show, Ricky Lake, to all the new shows today. And at some point, I'm like, I want to have my own talk show. And my husband has been he's the executive producer, and we launched A Spoonful of Paolo. But what launched me was Oprah Winfrey. So she literally kicked me and made my dream come true for me to be where I am today, really.
And how did that happen?
I worked in my dad's grocery store here in Chicago. My dad came from Italy, opened a grocery store, wanted all of his kids to be a part of it. I have 6 siblings, and I just knew that it wasn't my calling. It wasn't my passion. And so I didn't know how to get out of this Italian business because, I wanted to please my parents. So I started writing hundreds of emails to Oprah Winfrey. Hundreds of emails asking her if she could help me. And then one day in November on a Thursday morning, she came to my dad's grocery store and surprised me and got me a small role on Will and Grace, which literally changed my life.
What was the messages that you were sending to Oprah?
Amber, I was telling Oprah basically at the time I thought I wanted to be an actor, but I knew I wanted to go to LA, pursue my dream, be in the entertainment business. And so I think after so many letters, I think, she's like, and then her producers who saw the letter said, Oprah, I think we have a story. And then Oprah's like, oh my God, which Oprah met me a week before. She met me at this gym here in Chicago. And she's like, that's the boy that I told you I met at the gym. And then she made my dream come true. And then what everybody saw on TV, got me the role on Will and Grace.
So what was your character on Will and Grace?
I played a lawyer in Will's law firm. I was Mark, M-A-R-C, and I had 2 lines, and it was the Yadro episode where Grace broke the Yadro and blamed it on Will's mom. And so I got to be part of that episode, which was amazing. It was called the Christmas break episode, actually. Yeah.
So you had to go to LA to do that?
Yeah, they flew me first class, the first time. I've never been in first class. And Oprah with her producers, we went to LA. I was there for a whole week and did the rehearsal with the cast of Will and Grace. And, and then they gave me that second line, the director. And it was just life-changing that whole week because I got to from someone who grew up in the suburbs in Chicago, and then I get to go to LA, and then everybody knows you because of Oprah Winfrey. It was just crazy.
What was your next step?
Well, then I decided to move to LA. So after living in Chicago, I decided she came in November. I moved in January, and I moved to LA. And basically, I just did some acting. I did General Hospital, a few episodes, and then I did some little things here and there. But then I worked on the Ellen DeGeneres Show as a PA, and then I worked on CBS's The Talk. I was the second assistant for all the ladies during the first season of The Talk.
Okay, time out. Time out. Let's go back.
Tell me.
You were a PA on Ellen.
Yes.
What were your job description? What did you do?
It wasn't the best, but what I did was basically just clean up and get photocopies and use a Xerox machine a lot and just prepare things when Ellen would come, just have everything cleaned up and organized. So it wasn't anything so hard, but it was I just love being there because seeing these shows that were taped live was just the start of something this is my calling. This is what I want to do, And I was only on there for a couple of weeks, but then that got the ball rolling of me still wanting to work in the talk show, and then went on CBS's The Talk.
When all the stories started going around about Ellen and working there, did anyone reach out to you for your story?
No one reached out to me, but a lot of my friends would ask me, was Ellen like that? Was Ellen like that? Was she like me? And honestly, I had a good experience with Ellen. I always tell people, my father who runs these grocery stores, he doesn't know every employee because he just doesn't know every employee, but he's the head of it and tries to do a really amazing job and teach his kids how to run a store. And I feel for Ellen, I think she is a great person. She has a good heart, but I think it was just with so many employees, I don't think she was aware of the whole thing. So, but for me, I have to say I had a great experience with her, amazing.
That's good to hear. And then you went to which show?
The Talk. At the time was Julie Chen, Holly Robinson Peete, Leah Remedy, Sarah Gilbert. And so they were the hosts for the first season of The Talk. Yeah.
And what was your job there?
Karen Osborne was there too. Yes.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. What was your job there?
I was the second assistant for all the ladies. So basically I would take care of their dressing rooms, make sure deliver their breakfast, get their breakfast order, lunch orders, and clean their dressing room. And then basically when they go live on the stage, be there backstage. I was watching them go live. And then if any last minute things happen, I would have to, run errands, get stuff. So it was just one of the best experiences because it literally led to A Spoonful of Paolo. Just seeing all 5 co-hosts put a show together with the crew was like amazing, Amber. It was so amazing.
How long were you with them?
I was there for the entire first season. So their first season, when they launched the talk, I got the job and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I'm so glad I said yes, because I fell in love with everyone. They were all so kind to me, all the hosts. I know there's a lot of commotion when you have so many different hosts on a talk show, but for me, I don't know what it is, but I got along with everyone and they were super, super nice to me, really.
So that was the West Coast version of The View,
yes.
where they don't evidently get along together.
Yes. You're so right. Yes, it's so true. Oh my God.
Any funny stories about cleaning up their dressing rooms?
Well, you know what? I really never share this but it's funny. It's nothing. Okay, Julie Chen. And I've never really said that. Only my husband and my close friends know this. But when I was really nervous to meet Julie Chen because, Julie Chen is Julie Chen. And she's very proper, and she's, it's Julie Chen. So I remember my
husband and her husband CBS.
Exactly. All before the whole thing had started, all that commotion, what he did. Yes, he was running CBS. But I was told to get her breakfast order, very specific. And I went to go bring her breakfast. And then I thought, okay, this is great. She's like, hi, Paolo, nice to meet you. I said, nice to meet you too, Julie. I bought her the breakfast. And I was walking out, she looked at me and she said, Paolo? I said, yes. And then she just had asked me if I can bring her instead clear plastic silverware. I guess I bought her like a brown one and she wanted a clear. I thought it was so stupid, but I'm like, it's Julie Chen. I'm going to do it. But I'll tell you, I was sweating like crazy. I'm like, I can't believe that's what she wanted. So whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's her show.
Exactly.
You worked there for the first season.
Yeah.
What was going on in your mind, and were you laying any groundwork to create your own show?
Amber, I've always I've had this passion. Growing up in Chicago, I went to the Oprah Show taping twice a year because that was the maximum time you can go. You could go every month. They said twice a year, and I remember the number, which was 312-591-9222, the Harpo Studios. And I would call to get tickets because being in a taping of a talk show and it's a live show, that felt like home for me. So then when I was working on the talk, a decade later, it was just every time the ladies would go live on the show, there was something, this energy with the music, the intro, the song, their theme song, they go in and they start doing their hot topics. I'm telling you, I would come home every day and tell my husband, just that part was always magical. Everything before and after was it was what it was because I just had to do the work. But just when they would go live, it did something to me.
How exciting. How exciting. We'll continue your story in a few minutes.